Anybody know what that is? It just appeared. Let's see if I can send it on my blog. What is that? What is this green thing? I don't know what that is. Anyways, does anyone ever feel like you woke up on the right side and the wrong side of the bed at the same time? Raise your hand. Oh, it's attached to that car. Yeah. That actually might be somebody's little mobile home or something. It has like curtains up. I couldn't tell that it was hitched to the back of that car. I really need to be careful because you look like you will fall any second and I don't want that. Oh my goodness, this morning sun. Can y'all see me? Is this lighting good? Is it making me look crazy? Because I put the sunscreen stuff on my face in the morning. I feel like it makes my skin look white and washed out. Like it takes a while for the sunscreen to settle in. I can't see how crazy I look. It is 6:50 in the morning. I'm a morning person. I don't know if you can tell. I need to get out of the sun first. I cannot talk with the sun in my face. I'm just casually waiting for the light to turn green. There we go. So I can get out of the sun. Let's start from the beginning. Today is July 7th, Sunday. It is summertime. As I mentioned in my previous video, I have been a school nurse now, meaning that I have the summer off. Because I have the summer off, I've definitely had a lot more time on my hands to just get things done that I want to get done. So basically I wanted to get back into vlogging and doing what I really want to do. I've been working on that, looking at all this old footage that I've never posted before. I just woke up today and I just feel like my brain is everywhere. I've been praying about it so much. And I just want to say that I'm at a point in my nursing career. If you're watching this video, to understand more context of my brain, just go watch my other videos where I talk about not wanting my career. Just like the other previous videos I talked about nursing. So you can understand the context of like, it's been years in the making that I feel like I picked a career that is not really for me. And also I will link in the description a video I posted, me and my best friend Taylor. We call the podcast How Did I Get Here? Questioning like career choices and stuff. But I have just been praying about it for so long and it just makes no sense in my brain as to why I'm so uncomfortable in this career. It's just never ending. I can't even describe it as anything else. Just dark cloud feeling pressed over me, like I'm doing something but I don't really want to do it. And what I talked about in that video with Taylor was just how in general companies just make careers more difficult than they have to be. It's so sad because I was watching this video last night with Dr. Mike and there was this nurse he was interviewing named Nurse Jenny on his podcast. He basically started working with her, like she's been a nurse for almost 50 years and she loved her job. It makes you feel sad when you see certain people really can do this stuff for like 40 or 50 years and it's like, am I lazy? Am I the problem? Or am I just not doing what God called me to do? Because maybe God called her to be a nurse. Maybe God calls a lot of people to be a nurse and they do that. Maybe God calls a lot of people to be a nurse and they try to do it and they can't do it because how crappy hospitals really are with paying nurses and giving them schedules that even, you know, make sense, making you work until you are like 65. You know, it's just all of that. It's meant for some people, it's not meant for everybody. And I said in that video, I feel like most people, if you had a choice, would still not do what you're doing till you're 65 if you didn't have to. A lot of people might, and a lot of people retire and they switch to easier jobs, you know, just to fill the time because it's like, what else am I going to do when I retire? But I don't think that you want to do like the hard job that you had to do when you were 30, when you're 65. That's just me. I see so many people as well that also were nurses and they quit and it's just not for them anymore. But I don't know why I'm making a big deal out of it too, because I just feel bad about it. But there's so many people who feel like they're in a career no matter what your career is and you feel like you're not meant to be in it. I just don't feel like I'm meant to do this forever. So basically my whole point of this rant is that I woke up this morning and I just feel such a pull, like a pull of like, just do this nursing job. You can use it to pay off your student loans. You'll be fine. You get the summers and holidays off. But then I also feel this pull to do this. I think it's more so the fear of failure. It always comes back to that. And then I tell myself, well, like, it's not like you have anything to lose. You know, if you post these videos, what do you have to lose? But I think in my mind, it just comes down to, I almost want to say trust in God, to be honest, but to also having enough time and energy to be able to do everything, not feeling like I'm putting in so much time and effort into something that just never will work. I don't know, it almost is feeling like it's giving trauma to me because when I was working 3 to 11:30 in the hospital during COVID, I just never felt like I had a break. Like I would come home and I would just like sit like a statue and I would go to sleep. I would wake up feeling terribly groggy because I'm a morning person. I hate staying up at night. I hate it. People would guilt me for not wanting to even freaking do night shift. Like not everybody is a night person, but just because you pick a career, now you're forced to, it's a whole thing. But I just hated it, and I never felt like I had any time off because I had to work every single day. There was no breaks. Like it was, you had one day off at a time until your weekend rolled around every other weekend. And other than that, you had no time off. I had no prospects of going on a day shift for years. It was ridiculous, and I just felt miserable. I felt like I had less time then than I do now with a child. Like it was ridiculous. I was miserable, and I think that time it's like manifesting as trauma in my mind, where I always feel like I have to take the time I have to relax as much as possible. And that leads to like this morning, I always feel God telling me, when I wake you up in the morning, get up. Because I wake up naturally at 5:30 or even at 4:30 if I go to bed early enough. But sometimes I don't even want to get up. I just want to lay there. But then that never works out for me. I always have to get up at least like an hour before Mia does. I can't allow the first thing I do to be to get up and just to start taking care of her. I have to get up, get myself together first, and just have a moment to myself before I get up and take care of her. Because then it's just like a never-ending cycle of, you go to bed, you were taking care of her, you wake up, you're taking care of her, you're just constantly like in that cycle, and you just need a moment of peace to yourself. So I like to get up before her anyway, but then I just find myself basking in the relaxation too much of being in the bed, and so I have to get up. I have to do better with setting my intention for my schedule for my day, because if I don't, everything just constantly flies by, and before I know it, so much time has gone by, and I'm convincing myself I'm too tired to have time for my dreams, and that's not the case. And then also you just kind of feel like you're in the wilderness because you're taking a shot in the dark at doing something, and you don't know if it's going to work out. But then at the same time, if it doesn't work out, then I'm like, Lord, what do you want me to do? Because I don't think there's any way that God will put an impression on me. I look so washed out, sorry. That God will put an impression on me to not like a job, to be so uncomfortable. You know when God, like you just feel so uncomfortable in a space? That's how I feel. And I know that has to be for a reason. And I felt this way for years, and I just feel like it is definitely time for me to just let go and let God, and just to truly commit and come up with a schedule. Because do you ever find yourself telling yourself you don't have enough time to do X, Y, and Z, but then you still find a way to like scroll Instagram? You have all this time in the evening to scroll, and you're watching so much TV, and it's like, well, if you have all that time to do that, then you have time to put effort into what you want to do in your career. And so this morning I just kind of woke up on the wrong side of the bed, where I was just laying there, and I was laying there, and I knew I needed to get up, and I didn't. I was convincing myself that I need to relax, which is not the truth. I need to get up and I need to work hard, because literally I had to pull out my phone. Every time I'm reading the Bible, I think it's mainly Proverbs be coming at you about being diligent, the person that you need to be. That's kind of like what I take from Proverbs a lot. A couple of verses that popped up for me. This is Proverbs 14:23. In all toil there is profit, but mere talk tends only to poverty. And I feel that's so hard, because again, I talk about what I want to do all the time. I've complained about, I'm so uncomfortable, I don't want to do this. Why do I feel uncomfortable in this job? I want to do this, but I'm not doing it. So why are you talking about it and not do? If you want to talk about it, be about it. Run those hands, you know? And then the hand of the diligent will rule, while the slothful will be put to forced labor. That's Proverbs 12 verse 24. Again, if you're diligent and you work hard, you will prosper, you will rule. If you're slothful, like how I was in the morning, where you just want to lay in the bed and do nothing, you will be put to the forced labor that I don't want to do. And I think that is like, it makes so much sense in my brain. But again, I just feel so confused, because I just need God to come down here and tell me, this is what I want you to do. He says, for I know the plans I have for you. Then come tell me the plans. Why you won't tell them to me? Oh my goodness. Okay, anyways, I basically decided that I'm a person that needs to get out of the house every morning, at least most mornings. It almost helps me to set my intention for the day. I feel more slothful when I lay in the bed. I feel more slothful throughout my day when I don't get up and have a productive morning. Even if I just sit in the Starbucks for an hour, that's fine. I needed to get out of the house and get something done because I was trying to sit in my bed and edit and it wasn't working. My back was killing me. So I'm gonna go sit in Starbucks, get my life together, just plan a schedule, because if I don't, then I just lazily flow throughout my life and nothing ever gets done. Hopefully I can make this into a whole day vlog because we have a birthday party to go to today. My friend's baby is also turning 1. Mia just turned 1 in May, and then her baby's 2 months younger than Mia. So yeah, hopefully I can actually vlog today and make this into something. I'm gonna go be productive and stop just running my mouth. Are we sleepy? Oh. Okay, girl.
You trying to take this shit seriously now?
Is that what you call it? You want your yogurt? Uh-oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting everything. You say good morning. Camera. Little kiss. Okay, so while we're here, figured I might as well just show you guys her room. When we moved here, this room was just the room where everything would go. This room was horrible for a long time, and it took me till having the summer off to be able to really get it together and do something with it. Don't mind how we have to have the air conditioning set up. If anyone has like good tips on how to make this aesthetic or nice, because these are blackout curtains, which they do their job, but it just looks so kind of crazy with the clips and the air conditioner, but just what we have to do. But either way, I kind of did a little something to her room, a little bit. This wall was not this color when we moved in. Everything was just this plain, whatever color you want to call that, like a whitish color. Here, I'll show you these clouds that we got from Amazon and how they look. Oh. So, I love these little clouds. And, oh yeah, look at who's getting better at taking some steps by themselves. Yeah. Usually she always has to hold your hand. But now she likes the daring. You can see it in her eyes. She's like, I can make it there. I can at least make it there. Basically what I'm trying to say is this room was blank. This room was just this dresser, this chair, and her crib for the longest time. That was it. And maybe like this few little things on the dresser, but that was it. So yesterday I finished putting these letters up. These were actually letters from her baby shower. If I have a picture, I'll insert a little screenshot of what they looked like decorating the room of her baby shower. These butterflies and her name. Just some random decoration things I bought. I think that came from TJ Maxx, maybe all of it, I don't know, but I ordered her name from Etsy. And I just thought the shoes, I don't even think she can fit these anymore, but I just figured they do go with the color and it adds a little bit of extra decoration to this until I figure out what I really would want to do with it. Do you have a pacifier? Okay, you want to put them in my slipper. This my sister got me, and I actually want to deep clean her room. Like, I need to vacuum and mop this whole floor. And I bought this for her room, but honestly it's getting dirty and dingy and it's just not really keeping her room clean like I wanted it to. When I bought it, I thought that it was going to be so much bigger and take up more space in the room than it does. I got it from Wayfair, so when I clean her room I'm going to roll this mat out, which is better for her to run on, and if she falls she won't hurt herself as bad. And then of course her crib, don't mind the fact that I put up these little crib bumpers because one time she got her legs stuck and I just wanted her to not have that happen anymore, but all she does is she pushes it down anyway, which is why it's not even up properly. This, I don't even know why this is in here. This was decorating my living room for a while, but the way my living room is set up now, this doesn't even have any space, so I need to figure out what I want to do with that. But I like to put my feet on it when I don't want to put the whole thing up, put the leg thing up, so I kind of leave it in here. But oh, I'm not an interior designer person. I don't really know what I'm doing. That's what to me it kind of looks like. Kind of want to say it looks a little jank. I just needed her room to be somewhat cute and done. But maybe when I move, like when we get our forever home one day, God willing, that I will take the time to figure out exactly how I want things to be and to be able to get things perfectly done. But right now we're balling on a budget and things are just not going to be 100%. Like the floors need to be re-stained and stuff. With all the work that got done in here, it got messed it up again. So all this is like not great. So if I could, I would do all those kind of things. And then of course you see like the wire. I never leave her in here by herself because this room is still not even kid friendly. Like I would want to, girl, I would want to like mount that to the wall. That wire is not kid friendly. Clearly the radiator is not kid friendly. Nothing in here is really kid friendly for her to be able to be safe, which is why I have that big playpen that you saw when I first came home for her. That's where I can safely at least leave her for a few minutes. Shelves and closets from Amazon, chairs from Wayfair. Look at her. She never does this. Oh my goodness. She never does this. Don't mind this annoying cat toy that I keep throwing away and the cats just bring it back out and find it. Okay. No, you don't. Let's go back in here right quick. I'm pretty sure I got that thing from Amazon as well. I got it because I bought this from Home Goods when I was still pregnant. I wish the crib matched because that was just something I put on my registry and so it doesn't. And my best friend Taylor got it for me. Shout out to her. When I did that, was I thinking about aesthetically pleasing Nursery? No, I wasn't. Honestly, I was a gray girl back then anyway, so I figured everything would be great. You know, I was like 8 months pregnant when I realized like, oh, I didn't think about getting a dresser until then. I don't know why, but I wanted something to match, so I've tried to order that to be in a dark wood color as well. And also don't mind those 2 random hearts because I bought a bunch of those from Amazon because I thought that's what I was gonna do to this wall. But then when I realized like, wow, you're gonna have to put up 200 hearts along this whole wall and make them evenly spaced out perfect just as you want them if you want it to be cute. And I was like, I'm not doing that. So I thought I took them all down and I don't know why I missed those last 2. So I just need to take those off. Also, you see these 2 picture frames. That's why there's this awkward gap. I need to put up those picture frames, but there's pictures that I want to have printed out that I bought from Etsy. And then I also don't know what I want to do with this yet. I thought about putting the letters over there, but I just kind of like them better over here. So I just don't know what to put above her cribs. And that's pretty much it. Just to give a quick, basic, non-aesthetic nursery tour, because I've been not vlogging for so long just because I'm like, my house isn't cute like everybody else's house, and I don't deep clean my baseboards, and I don't do this and that, and the floor ain't cute, and my kitchen is pink, and like, this is the house I grew up in. This is actually the room I grew up in, and now it's Mia's room, and me and my husband moved across the hall to which was awkwardly my parents' room, but now my dad lives downstairs. My parents don't live together anymore. My mom lives down the street. My house is built like a 2-flat, so my dad's able to live downstairs, and he gave us the whole upstairs. So I just haven't been vlogging because I don't like my house. Let me rephrase that. I'm blessed to have my house. I love my house, but it's just the feeling of like people judging and finding, you know how you see your house for so much time that you don't even notice what you don't notice, and then all of a sudden people are like, man, look at all that scum over there in the corner, and I'm like, oh, or man, look at that raggedy radiator, or look at that like, I'm just so concerned with what other people would say about my house that I just don't vlog, you know what I'm saying? But I got to, because it's what brings me peace. Like, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to be, so here I am. If you want to judge in the comments, you can do that, but I'm just probably going to peacefully ignore you or say God bless.
I'm the yellow fish. I'm the blue fish. I'm the red fish.
Girl, show them all of them. Yeah. So this was one of my birthday gifts. So now it is just past 9 o'clock. She's probably gonna go down for a nap soon. She's in this awkward stage of dropping a nap. I just realized also, I'm so sorry, all this noise. You hear the air conditioner, but you also hear her sound machine going, her hatch, which I literally just never turn off sometimes, which is bad. But that's the weird noise you hear in the background, the rain sound and the air conditioner sound. But she's in this weird phase of like, sometimes she can be awake until 10:30 or almost 11 in the morning, whereas she used to take a morning nap around 9 o'clock, but now she can at least be up until 9:30, 10. So some mornings she's still sleepy by 9, 9:30, and other mornings she's like, skip it, I can stay up till later. At 13 months, she's almost ready. She'll be ready to drop a nap in the next month or two, but she's not quite there yet. But yeah, we're gonna put her down for a nap soon. I'm gonna work on some more editing. Depending on how naps go, we can go to the birthday party later on. I gotta get her ready for that. It's crazy being somebody's mom now, where like I'm taking her to a birthday party and I'm responsible for getting her ready to go to a birthday party. Like, who decided that? Like, where's your mom and when did she come in to get you? Because it couldn't be me. I know that I carried you, but I was like a surrogate, right? Like, I couldn't be you old enough to be a mom. That's legit how I feel. I don't know how I'm her mom, and I'm 29 now. I still don't know how I'm her mom. Lunch/dinner. We'll see whenever we eat this, but this is just salmon that I squeeze lemon juice on first. Don't take my unofficial recipe. Official recipe, don't know what I'm doing. This is just how I do it. And then usually I do olive oil, but today I decided to do some avocado oil just because I'm running low anyway, and then I can just get rid of it. And I just do garlic salt, regular old black pepper, and Cajun seasoning. Sorry. Usually it comes out so good. I just bake it at 425, and I figured that usually it comes out better when I cover it, like it comes out more moist. So I put some aluminum foil over it, and then I put it in the oven. That's it. So All right, so it's a few hours later. Mia woke up from her morning nap. She ate lunch, she played, and I put her down for her afternoon nap, hoping that she would get a decent nap before this birthday party we're supposed to go to. But I just heard her wake up. She hasn't slept for even maybe 30 minutes, if that, and that's not a good nap. So I don't really know how the rest of this day is gonna go. I ate lunch myself, just had some leftover chicken wings, air fried chicken wings I made a couple days ago, vegetables, and I was about to pack her diaper bag to go and read the Bible, get into the Word of God, because this would definitely not be an accurate vlog if I didn't talk about the Lord. Just me trying to find a consistent way to fit is definitely not the word, because I need to fit my life into God, not fit God into my life, if that makes sense. Just trying to find the best time of day to do it, because at night the devil be making me sleepy, okay? When I be trying to read the Word, I be falling asleep, and I don't know why. I know if I wasn't reading, if I was just watching TV, I know I would just stay awake. But now that I'm trying to get into the Bible, I'd be getting sleepy. But if when I read it in the morning, I just never get out of bed. Like, I'll just sit there and keep reading it and fall in and out of sleep, and I just don't do good doing that. So I have to actively get up and get my day started and wake me up, which wakes me up and then sit down and read. So I'm still trying to find the perfect time of day to do it, because God was like, listen, I didn't call you to be lazy in the morning and use me as an excuse to stay in the bed and keep reading and reading. Like, you need to focus and get in and get out. So yeah, that's what I was about to do. I've been doing this Bible plan on the Bible app. Read the Bible in 365 days. The last month or so I did let myself get behind. I'm about like 12 days, 11 days behind, I think. But it is a great way with commentary to help understand what you're reading and just to get a full overview of like the story of the Bible. And it's been great. Honestly, it's been getting crazy, because I felt like once I got halfway through the year at June, they have a little marker every time you read. I thought that the marker was gonna be halfway, but it wasn't. I was like, why does it still look like I've only read a third of the Bible, but it's June? That don't make sense, because I started literally like a couple days before New Year. And what I've come to realize, which is why it's so hard for me to keep up, is that as I go on, it's like the beginning, I don't know if that's how they get you, like the beginning chapters, the beginning way they broke it up, I was reading a lot less. Now I get to these chapters and they are like so long. And I'm like, wow, this is not what I was reading before. So now y'all packing it on heavy towards the middle and the end of the year, I see. So it just was not what I was expecting. And I was reading that at night, which it used to work when it would only take me a few minutes. I guess it does, it takes so much to read the Bible in 1 year, I guess. And it started to make me not want to read it anymore, because not want to read it, but read it in that fashion, because I was reading it because I had to, not because the word was really speaking to me. It's difficult when I'm like looking at a marker and how many days I'm behind. And like, it's not really about that, but I was challenging myself to do it, but the challenge is not really doing its job if it's just making me feel like I'm reading it to check something off, as opposed to truly spending time in the Word. So that's why I've kind of allowed myself to stay behind, because one of the chapters are like 10 times longer than what it was in the beginning, and I don't want it to be a checklist kind of a thing. I really want to connect to the Word. So that's where I'm at. So I don't even know why she would have waken up. Maybe she's falling back asleep because I don't hear her. I'm gonna grab the baby monitor and check. But she took a big poop this morning when she woke up from her morning nap, so I figured she wasn't gonna take another big poop. That's typically what wakes her up if she does wake up and start making noise during a nap. So let me check. It would appear that she is very much so awake. I just saw her legs moving and she was making noise. Her sheets look so funny. Her sheets are silk and the color is gray, but I guess with the blackout curtains, that's the way it looks. Yeah, you see her legs moving. Which is why I have that thing there, as you can see, and she still puts her leg through it anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna pack her diaper bag, get her ready to go. I'm gonna pick up my mom and we're gonna go to this birthday party, and we'll just see how it goes. I'm pretty sure if I go, well, when I go, I'm gonna vlog on my phone. I'm going to leave you here behind camera wise, and let's go pick up my mom and go to this party.
Oh, I should begin to picture them.
Girl, she wants to be your friend. Okay, it is hours later. The only thing that's changed about me probably is this has gotten more puffier throughout the day. The party was so much fun. From what you saw, Mia was afraid the entire time, except when we went in their house, she was playful, like she was crawling on the floor. But outside, all that excitement, those people, she was not ready because she's never been to daycare. She doesn't really socialize around that big of a crowd, so she was like, whoa, what is going on? And she's not really a fan of water. Like, she loves taking a bath, but getting in a kiddie pool, I try it in my backyard and she still doesn't like it, so I'm not surprised. We came home, we ate dinner, and she immediately went to bed because she did not go back to sleep. She did poop. If she went back to sleep, then I would have let her sleep in her crib because she was quiet for a few minutes, but as soon as I stopped recording, she started like hollering like, come get me, and it was boo-boo on her. So I had to clean her off and then just took her to the party, and she had a good time, but she was just scared the whole time. She never let go of me the whole time, so yeah. Either way, it was fun. Today was a good day. I'm glad that I actually vlogged a whole day, and I even looked at my camera and I remembered, hey, you should end the vlog. So this is me ending the vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know how long this is gonna be because I feel like I've been recording all day. Have you ever had a day where it just feels like your day is 2 or 3 days? Because me going to Starbucks this morning just feels like 2 days ago already. I feel like I've done so many things but nothing at the same time, which is why I feel like you need to have a to-do list and you can check it off and be like, oh wow, I did do all these things today, and you feel accomplished because yeah. Still did not get to read my Bible yet, but I will make sure that is my top priority. It's only 7 o'clock. I put her to bed early. She usually goes to bed around 8, 7:30 or 8, but she was exhausted. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.